In the words of Fleetwood Mac, Monday morning you sure look fine. Well, of course it does. Monday Matters, right here on Gary Stuff. Hi there, I'm Gary, welcome to my channel and welcome back. If you've been here before, today is indeed Monday Matters. I'll be having a look at the news and rumour from around the model making world. I'll be catching up with what I've been doing on my bench, and of course I'll be discussing what I'm about to be doing with the kit of the week. All these bits are as chapters, so you can hop backwards and forwards as your heart desires. And remember, if you like what you see, please do imperial thumbs up on the like button below. And if you haven't done so yet, please subscribe to the channel, hit that bell, and you'll be notified of future videos as they arrive. Well, talking of subscribers, 9,500 passed this weekend. So that's really cool. Pushing on towards that critical 10,000. I think at 10,000 things start to change a bit with the algorithm and the way YouTube look at you and things like that. Anyway, not that long to go. I'm hoping within the next month we'll be at 10,000 views. Subscribers. When we do that, I've got to do something about that to celebrate it. So I was thinking of, I don't know what you guys think, but I was thinking of doing a live stream where you can just contact me and ask questions. I'll try my very best to answer them. I'll be doing that while I'm building something. I'll think of something simple and easy and doable in, say, the time we have available, an hour or whatever. But I'll be doing something. And also you can chuck your questions over to me. I'll do what I can to answer them. If you don't want to be doing that during the live stream, you can always send questions in anyway, and I'll try and answer them during that session anyway. That's the idea. I don't yet know what day of the week it's going to be. I don't yet know what time of the day or when it's going to be yet, but I just thought to let you know so you can start formulating what questions you would like to ask me, okay? As soon as I know more, as soon as I've got some better plans about it, I will let you know right here on Monday Matters. Maybe even do a quick promo video as well. The second thing I wanted to say is that you normally hear me talking about how you can support the channel through external programs and like the Ethics Affiliate Program and Ko-fi and Buy Me a Coffee and Patreon and all that. Super thanks for that. That's grand. As we're coming up towards the 10,000, I thought maybe I'd put in channel memberships now. So I put a membership option into the channel. It's $4.99 a month, or the equivalent in your local currency. And for that, essentially what you get is I have a weekly video I do just for my supporters. I think it's, I don't know, about 20, 30 people see it at the moment. It's just like a sort of 10 minutes or maybe 15 minutes sometimes, depending on how much I'm rambling, video just to catch up, just a bit more in-depth stuff about what I'm doing for the channel, what I've found with things, a bit more the sort of things that maybe you'll see in like completed build videos, but I'll be discussing them as they're going along and showing you what I'm up to and how this is done and how that's done and what the bottlenecks are. Also talking about longer term plans, how I'm sort of thinking about what to do with the channel as it goes on, and really asking for feedback as well. And the supporters I have already are really, really good and really generous with their time as well as with their money and everything, to bring me ideas and opinions. If I have an idea, say, what do you guys think? They're really good at coming back and saying either, yeah, that's good, but, or don't, really don't bother, or well, absolutely, yes, go for it, whatever. So you want to be part of that, sort of feeding into the channel as well, part of that bigger community, as it were, that sort of core community. Then channel memberships will be coming up this week. I'll be launching them sometime this week when I've figured out how they all work, and you'll be able to do that. So you'll get this exclusive video once a week, and I'll work on what else. Oh, you get little digital badges, and maybe I can design some little emojis we can use or whatever. You get things like priority answering your questions and things like that. You recognised in live streams, things like that. But the most important one at the moment, at least, is every week getting this special video where, I talk about other things that are not just about actually building. You may find that I'm building other things and have a little chat about those as well in the background. So, yeah, have a think about it. Finally, the last thing I wanted to talk about before we carry on is I'm going to be taking part in the 48 and 48 group build organised by Model Officers Mess. This is a build where we're making a 148 scale kit in 48 hours. People from all over the world are taking part in this. It should be fun, loads of live streaming, chatting. There's going to be auctions, all sorts of things are going to be going on. All of this is to support Models for Heroes. You've heard me talk about them on the channel before. I think they're a great bunch of guys doing an amazing job. If you haven't heard of the charity, do check them out. They work with former members of the armed forces and the emergency services first responders who are dealing with mental health issues as a result of their service. Model making, it's a distraction occupation, which is brilliant, but also it's something where you can sort of rebuild that sense of pride and achievement and worth and things like that quite often, a lot of these things go by the side after sort of traumatic service in particular. So Models for Heroes supports these people through making models, and that's the charity that's being supported by this. I'm 100% behind it. I will be taking part. I will be building, in fact, I have my kit here. I'll be building this F9F Panther. I've been wanting to make a Panther for a long time, partly because it was the plane that was on the American ships when my dad was in Korea in the Fleet Air Arm. The American ships had Panthers, amongst other things, Corsairs and Sky Raiders and stuff. Panthers, and we were flying Spitfires, C-547s, and Firefly Mark 1s on HMS Triumph at the time. And they had these amazing jets. So that's what I'll be taking part in that. That's on the 10th of March that kicks off. I'll put all the information about it in the information box below here. The Facebook page for the whole thing. There's the the Just Giving page, so you can make donations as well. And I'll put a link into Models for Heroes. Just do check those guys out. If you've got anything spare and you don't know what to do with it, and you think, I won't get much for that on eBay or whatever, but you think someone could enjoy modelling it, send it to them, donate your flying hours if you don't bother collecting flying hours in the Ethics Club, for example. Just cut them off your kits and send them to them. They can make use of them. Airfix swap them over at actually at a really good rate to help them out as well. So think about that, please. If you would, I'll give you more information as it gets closer to the time, but do watch out for that. Okay, that's enough of me rabbiting on for the moment. Let's crack on now with the news of the week. Academy have announced a new tool of the Bell UH-1Y Venom, also called the Super Huey, in 1/35th scale. This is a substantially upgraded version of the Bell UH-1N, previously operated by US Marines, which entered service in 2008. This should be a little cracker. Kinetic has added to its superb 148th F-16 range with this Singaporean F-16C Block 52 aircraft, shown in the colours of the Black Knights aerobatics team. Very smart it is too. If you want some really good cockpit detail but don't want the whole aeroplane, then this F111A escape capsule might be just your thing. Made by ResKit, famous for their high detail accessories, this comes at 1/32nd scale. But if room really isn't an issue to you and you're thinking of how to jazz up your Revell 148 scale SR-71, then how about a deployed brake parachute from Hypersonic? That's going to be a long diorama waiting to be made. Now, if you're going to make the Hobby 2000 Harrier, as I already have, then you might want to think of this 3D miniature detonating cord from Kinto Studios. It replaces the flat decal and looks amazing. The MDC is a semicircular cross-section and this looks pretty authentic. I really hope they do them at other scales and for other MDC equipped aircraft too. For a bit off the wall, you might like this Caproni CA133 in 1/72nd scale from Broplan. Now, it is a vac form kit, but if you're wanting to build this, then I guess it's something you can handle. Over 500 of these aircraft were built, a bit like an Italian, I don't know, Ford Trimotor or Junkers 52 equivalent. I'm surprised no one has yet made a styrene kit of it. Moving on to the roads now, and there are loads of things released from Italian company WIP3D. These are all resin kits in 1/35th scale, but in addition to things such as this Morris truck with a 60mm gun, the 90mm artillery piece, and a TM41 artillery tractor, they do make obscurities like this barrel lifting rig for the 203mm Incavalcamento gun. Do check out their website for more amazing and intriguing vehicles and other products. Unimodel has released some armour in the increasingly popular 1/72nd scale, most recently the Sturmgeschütz 3, the Panzer 470 and the quad-gun Flak Panzer IV Wirbelwind. This scale's great when space is at a premium or you want to put lots of vehicles into your diorama. Revell has released this fine pair of 1/24th scale Jaguar cars as a celebration of the Mark's centenary, a red E-Type and an XKSS in British racing green. Harking back to a somewhat different era is this 1/35th scale Yugoslav military transport, complete with horses, from Triglav in Slovenia. But hark back even further, and Hegemony Miniatures has this set of Persian war elephants for you in 1/72nd scale. Okay, so on my bench this week, of course, has been the 1/24th scale Spitfire. This is how we have got on with it so far. It's sort of been primed, and you won't be able to see because I use a white primer, but I have actually put a white coat here for where the invasion stripes are going on, and yeah, it's ready to keep going on the paint. It's quite the job, let me tell you. These are test pieces of these are the radiator bodies, obviously underneath the wings, and this is the PRU pink paint. I don't know if that comes over terribly well on the video, but it looks really cool. It's very pale pink, but it looks really groovy. So that's grand. I've also been working on a couple of other things. I've been working on the Armour Hobby P39 as well, so look out for the build video of that fairly soon. And another plane as well, started another project, and once the P39 is done, I'll be starting the next project. So ultimately I'll have like the Spitfire and 2 other projects going at the same time. So this week I've had the Spitfire and the P39 and something else. So yeah, talking about builds, that brings me to, of course, the kit of the week, and the kit of the week is still the wonderful Spitfire. I have to start painting it this week. I have these paint masks. I'm not using the large marking decals on the aircraft because, you know, there's a real lot of detail here, especially these rivet lines and stuff like that. Do you know, I'm not sure I am good enough to make decals stick and have those holes in to later on do weathering with and highlighting. So I've got the masks instead, so I'm going to be spraying them with the markings. They have the aircraft markings. This is V for presumably Victor. I don't know what V for victory in those days. I don't know. I don't remember don't know the old phonetic alphabet, you know, AC, beer and all that stuff. I only know Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, blah, blah. Anyway, V for Victor, or V for Victory. That's in white, so that's got to go on there. Then you've got the invasion bands, black and white invasion bands. Then the national markings, the roundels. All of those are getting sprayed. The tail flash and the registration are all in here as well. Registration is really tiny. So that is next week. Getting that sprayed. Hopefully this week better get it sprayed and varnished, and maybe even start weathering some of it, or at least doing the pin wash to get the detail. We'll see how we go. The P39 is going to be finished by then as well. Also, and I've got another aircraft I'm building, which I'll talk about maybe next week. Yeah, so it's carrying on. It's going on all the time. There's more stuff all the time. I'm thinking about the future, obviously, with the live stream as well to do. I don't know. Maybe we'll do a giveaway of something for the 10,000 as well. I'll think about that. See what I've got lying around. Yeah, so there we go. That's pretty much it from my channel for this week. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have, remember, please, thumbs up on the like button below. And if you haven't done so yet, subscribe to the channel. And do hit that bell, because then you'll be notified of future videos as they turn up. In any case, thank you very much for watching. And I will see you next time. Take care now. Goodbye.